Have you ever had that feeling that when you've apologized to somebody, there's still a disconnect? Something is just not right. The other person is still not as receptive as you want him to be. Or have you sometimes been on the other side where somebody's apologized to you, but you can still not feel the apology? You still sense that it's still undone. Well, this is exactly why I'm sharing a video with you that helps you say, how do we say sorry effectively? Hey there, Impact Communicators. My name is Mira Swarup and I'm an Impact Communication Coach. I work with people, mostly corporate millennials, to help enhance their presence and to be able to strengthen their people connections with the way they communicate. In today's video, we're going to speak about how can we effectively say sorry to somebody because that relationship matters to us. We value that person in our lives, whether it's professional or personal, and we would want to make sure that no ties get affected because of something that was undone. So let's see what the steps are. Step number 1, say it. Many times, people don't say the words, I'm sorry or I apologize. And research speaks, the reason we don't is because we take it directly personally. We feel very incomplete from inside when we say the word sorry. It's about acknowledging something that's incomplete within you. Well, if we take the corrective action and if we take the following steps after that, the feeling of incompletion does not stay, which is why it's very powerful if we indulge ourselves in a conversation, a difficult conversation about saying sorry to somebody. So that's with the first step. You say, I apologize. I'm sorry for what happened. Second step, take responsibility. Now, what do I mean when I say take responsibility? It does mean there's going to be no justification. It does mean you're not going to blame anybody else. It means you are going to take responsibility for what happened. It does also not mean that you're blaming yourself for it. You are going to say that I take responsibility for what happened since I was in charge. And another way you can take responsibility is by actually owning up the impact of what happened. So if you have delayed in responding to a customer, the impact of that is that the customer must be wondering, are you serious enough about what you're doing? So you would relay that in the form of a message. The third is that you correct it or offer to correct it. Whatever has gone wrong, you need to now communicate how you can correct the situation. If it's something that you can directly control, means you're clear about the actions that you need to take on a particular project or something that's gone wrong, you will instantly jump up and say, I will correct this, or I will now take the following actions, and you will present that accordingly. Or you can offer to correct. For instance, with somebody personal or somebody felt really bad that you weren't there for their special occasion, and you say, I'm sorry I wasn't there. I can see how much you missed my presence there. Can I make it up to you by taking you out for a nice cup of coffee? So that is how you are giving the corrective steps. Now the fourth part comes to when you promise that you would never repeat this again. This is essential. A promise comes very genuinely and you're very clear about going back and checking how does this never happen again. Now with these 4 steps, let's put it into action. So imagine you were to submit a report by the 7th of January and it did not get submitted. So this is how you would apologize to whoever it was to be submitted. So you say, Dear John, I'm sorry that I did not submit the report on time, that is 7th January. I take responsibility for it because I can see that this delay impacts our reporting metrics. I'd like to share that I'm 90% through the report and I will submit the report by the end of tomorrow. I take complete responsibility for it and I will ensure that this will not happen again. When you complete your apology in a very structured manner, the other person then begins to receive it as impactfully. Also remember, no matter how well you structure your apology, if the same mistake ends up happening again, then those words are just empty words. You've got to speak with absolute sincerity. You've got to make sure that that mistake does not keep repeating time and again. I hope you liked the video and you saw value in it. Now I want you to help me. How? A, give your comments. Tell me how you liked it, how you think you can go and apply it. B, feel free to share the video with people across who you feel could benefit from it. C, you like the content? Subscribe to my channel. Click on that bell icon so that you know when the next video is coming out. And fifth, share what more you would like to learn in the domain of executive presence and communication. Each one of your comments matters, and I look forward to creating content for you so that you land more impactfully for people. Thank you so much for watching. I'll look out for you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.